Hola, ¿qué tal?
Thanks. You feel much better now.
Now, what am I doing here? I forgot I was at home. Reading here? Yes, I know. Parents wearing uniforms.
Ay, este hombre sí me tiene la menor idea de lo que está hablando. Para hacer la bandeja de las manos, imbécil. ¿De dónde sacó que se le pone ensalada, que se le pone una pasta? ¿Qué dijo él? Ay, espérate. Pero no tiene la menor idea. Le faltaron los frijoles, le faltó el arroz, le faltó todo. ¿Quién sabe? ¿Quién sabe lo que estaría haciendo con totalmente confundido? Pero sí, quién sabe. Honey, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I think I'm sorry if I spoke up. Maybe I wasn't for the rules. I swear to you that I didn't do anything to her. Not that I know,
Think
So
Gabriel
look,
will notice Bruce's holy
I
grapes?
want you to
You're
understand
wrong.
that I'm
Don't
sorry
be
for
such a
what
fool.
happened. Things were good. I feel like a bone right now. What's wrong with me? God, my ears, my head. What should I do now? I reckon I should just go work and tell them I'm not gonna go.
Mr. Vargas, I have the 3 grapes you requested.
Yes, good.
Now, let's see. Lovely inky.
Imagínate una barrera invisible entre tú y yo que se extiende de tus manos, de tus brazos hacia mí. Tratemos eso y estemos fuera de esa zona. Es mi espacio personal. ¿Entiendes?
Now, let's see. A lovely inky black guy. Good size, large and firm. Seeds, brown. Excellent. And finally, taste. Sweet, flavorful, robust tannins. Some floral notes. Marvelous. Why, I say these grapes are ripe for harvest. And for the workers, will you, Ramon? I have a third to conduct.
Will do.
For 4 decades I served the law. Now, I serve something far grander. I serve the land. And the land of men those are long from Israel.
Through us, these majestic
Partners
waves
created a power cabal bound together by secret and back.
Ah,
my fellow wine lover. Hello! Welcome to Viñeda Gates. I do apologize for the delay. The Malbec grape is a demanding mistress. So, I am Gabriel Vargas, Chief Winemaker, and I will be your tour guide. Any questions before we start?
Yes, but you're not going to like them.
We're good. Lead the way, Senor Vargas.
Wonderful. Follow me. These are busy times. In fact, we're just about to harvest this year's crop. Great expectations. So, how do you like Argentina?
Like everywhere else. Full of Americans.
First stop on the tour is the production floor, where our prize-winning Malbec grapes are processed. We insist on steaming every grape by hand, which means that during harvest season, the grapes do tend to pile up. Luckily, we have plenty of storage space. Our equipment is state-of-the-art, including an industrial-sized freezer unit, and last but not least, our trusty grape crusher.
Interesting. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Black?
Follow me, please.
Are you a wine man, Black? Somehow you don't seem the type.
Oh, I believe Mr. Black here is something of a jack of all trades. Isn't that so?
I dabble.
I see. I just thought Yates might be sending a message. My mistake.
So, have any of you been to a vineyard before?
Only on business.
Next on our tour is the fermentation atrium, where the wine goes through its primary stage of fermentation. In these big open tanks, yeast converts the sugars in the wine to alcohol, in a process that lasts between 5 and 15 days. This is also where we squeeze the mass into a fine juice using our grape presser before the longer secondary stage of fermentation.
Fascinating.
Now, before we move on...
I have a question. It's... Perhaps we can take a closer look.
Certainly. Lead the way.
What can you tell me about this device? Grape presser, was it?
That is correct, senor. After primary fermentation, the mass is pressed through a fine filter, leaving only the flesh and skins behind. I should add that grape stomping, the iconic practice of crushing grapes with your bare feet, is historically rare and mostly a tourist gimmick. But you are most welcome to try. Imagine you're a grape.
Thanks. I'll pass.
Go on. I'll take a picture of the three of you.
Oh, come on, Tamara. When in Rome.
Fine.
Say queso.
May I see that, Mr. Vargas? I believe I blinked.
So, this is what the little guy feels like.
No, all good. Looks like one for the mantle.
Any further questions? Ask away.
I got all I need.
Are you enjoying yourself, Mr. Black?
Oh, it's all very inspiring.
Winemaking is a grand pursuit. Sure. Everyone talks about craft beer these days. You can make a decent IPA in your pantry. It is pedestrian. No, this is my friends. This is true grandeur. Excelente. So let's continue to the barrel room. If you'll follow me. And so we arrive to our final stop, the barrel room. This is where we store the wine during the secondary stage of fermentation. The area behind the glass is where we keep our most precious bottles, including a 1945 Grand Paladin, the most expensive wine in existence. The access doors, which are made from ballistic glass, can only be unlocked from from the security room high above our heads.
Remarkable.
Ah, here comes Senor Yates now. I shall leave you in his capable hands.
How reassuring.
Ah, Miss Burnwood, is it not? Don Yates. Pleased to meet you. You come very highly recommended. As Chief of the Heralds, let me be the first to say welcome aboard.
Why, thank you, Mr. Yates. Rest assured that I will be following your every lead. Very closely.
Say, that reminds me. We're about to have a little Herald get-together up at the house. Just a modest toast to celebrate my forthcoming inauguration as Constant. You are, of course... most welcome to join us. I believe you shall make a fine herald once the training wheels are off.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Capital, right this way, into the lion's den. Why don't you take a break, Corvo? We're done here for now, I think. Oh, but don't go too far. I may still need your services later.
I'll be closer than you think.
Oh, almost forgot. Cortazar, please nip down to the wine cellar and tell Mr. Flowers, the sommelier, to prep the 1945 Grand Paladin and bring it up to the house for our special occasion.
Got it, Chief. Flowers. Mr. Yates wants the 1945 Grand Paladin brought up to the house. Special occasion.
What? Did aliens land on the front lawn? Have the ghosts of Jesus, John Lennon, and Eva Perón unexpectedly come for dinner? Help me out here. What could possibly be so special?
Above your clearance, Flowers. Just fetch it already.
Fine.
A meeting in the root cellar. And judging from Yates's choice of wine, some type of celebration. Likely a gathering of heralds, come to congratulate Yates on his upcoming promotion.
What's the passcode again?
Last year of World War II. If you have to look it up, shame on you.
Join us. I believe you shall make a fine herald once the training wheels are off.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Capital, right this way, into the lion's den. Why don't you take a break, Corvo? We're done here for now, I think. Oh, but don't go too far. I may still need your services later.
I'll be closer than you think.
Oh, almost forgot. Cortazar, please nip down to the wine cellar and tell Mr. Flowers, the sommelier, to prep the 1945 Grand Paladin and bring it up to the house for our special occasion.
Got it, Chief. Mr. Yates wants the 1945 Grand Paladin brought up to the house. Special occasion.
What? Did aliens land on the front lawn? Have the ghosts of Jesus, John Lennon, unexpectedly come for dinner? Help me out here. What could possibly be so special?
A meeting in the root cellar.
Your clearance, Flowers. Just fetch it already.
Fine. What's the passcode again?
Last year of World War II. If you have to look it up, shame on you.
Now, the temperature 90 degrees in the narrow room is all controlled by the ventilation system. Steady. The operator.
I'm a bit of a grease monkey in this right now.
My area, friend. The control terminal is up in the security room if you want to take a look. Just don't touch it. One of the guards placed a smoke BLT sandwich near the ventilation filter. The whole facility smelled of bacon for a week, and Mrs. Yates is a leader.
Thanks.
How am I gonna tell my dad that I like the Yankees? Oh my gosh, this is difficult. I don't
Are you all right, my brother? Fine, Santino. It's just the 1945. A Grand Paladin? It is perfection. Irreplaceable. You don't drink the 1945 Grand Paladin any more than you would write a shopping list on the Mona Lisa. Men like Don Yates know the price of everything, but the value of nothing.
I am sorry, Patron. Say, what if we exchange the labels? Served him a different wine.
Ah, you are devious, Santino. But if Mr. Yates wishes to destroy something beautiful, I will not stand in his way. That is between him and his creator.
Say what?
Check that out, would you?
I get it. Who's the boss?
Hey! Oh, for Christ's sakes!
Man.
Hey, Flowers! Over here. Come on, while we're young.
Sir, I present to you the 1945 Grand Paladin.
Huh. Somehow I thought it'd be bigger. Come on, Flowers. Guests are waiting. Go on, get yourself patted down. We're still on alert from all those big shot CEOs getting offed.
Yeah, keep it real.
If you wanna come through, I'm gonna need to pat you down. Hey, yo, there's no need to flex. You ain't gotta impress me. Okay, everything seems to be in order here. Hey, yo, get to stepping, Holmes.
So here's the deal, Flowers. The boss is having a powwow with some employees, and discretion is the name of the game. I'm sure you figured that out already, you being a scholar and all. Don't discuss, disclose, or hell, even contemplate what goes down. Just set your mind to wool-gathering mode. You think you can do that for me, Flowers?
Worry not, Mr. Cortazar. I'm the very soul of discretion.
Good man. They're already at it. Go on, place the wine on the table. I'll pour it.
Decant.
Pardon me, Your
I have
Majesty.
always considered the heralds the unspoken heroes of Providence. The nervous system, effectively... Ah, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Flowers, our resident sommelier.
Flowers.
I believe he has brought us
Blowing it.
something quite special. Perhaps you will educate us, Mr. Flowers.
This is the 1945 Grand Paladin, one of only 5 bottles in existence. The vintage is legendary, the proverbial unicorn wine. The year was hot, the wine's super concentrated, and thanks to hail and frost, the production was small. Only 300 bottles were ever produced. And when the vineyard was bombed during the closing days of World War II, only a single crate survived. It is said to have amazingly complex aromas with long, savory layers of fruit and spice flavors, and a silky texture. Enjoy.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Flowers. Feel free to stick around in case our guests have questions. This wine was gifted to me by the Art Society in acknowledgement of my firm's legal services. It stands as a powerful reminder that Providence draws its strength not from force, but from partnership. We are but a few, and yet together we are unstoppable because we stand united. My friends, loyalty is everything, which is why we cannot allow traitors into our ranks.
Ah, yes. Here it comes.
This woman has waged bloody war on us. More than a dozen heralds and operatives dead. Your colleagues and clients, my friend, Ken Morgan. Not to mention the partners themselves, our founders, our benefactors. Make no mistake, this woman's hands are soaked in blood. Our blood. And Arthur Edwards, the new supreme head of Providence, is handing her the keys to the kingdom. Now, does that seem right to you, my friends? Does that sound like loyalty?
Absolutely right. Perhaps Edwards simply recognizes talent when he sees it. Perhaps this is why I am also in the running to become constant. And following this childish outburst, I dare say I am in the lead. Don.
What? You're lying, of course. Which only proves my point. You cannot be trusted, Miss Burnwood. This woman will be our downfall. That is, unless we take matters into our own hands. You are heralds, sworn to protect Providence against all threats, including inside ones. I have devised a plan. Together we can make it work, but you have to decide now, my friends. Are you with me?
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
Yes.
Listen to yourselves. Don Yates is not even appointed constant yet. And already he conspires to betray his master. I don't pretend to understand Edward's every move, but I do know that this man is an opportunist and unworthy of office.
Then you are a traitor to the heralds. The room is against you, Tamara. Stand down now or share her fate.
Edwards will hear about this.
I think not. I am sorry, but you brought this on yourself. Mr. Cortazar? Escort Miss Burnwood to my office. I'll join you shortly.
Right. Move it. Let's go.
I'm warning you, Yates. This will not go your way.
We need to get our story straight. Diana Burnwood died today by the hand of her rogue Agent 47. Tamara Vidal, who saw through the assassin's disguise, was, alas, killed as well. This
Remember, Flowers,
is what you will all
you never saw a
attest to.
thing. Not a damn thing.
I agree.
In her honor, savor the taste because you never will again. And let me remind you, we are in this together. One good.
Anybody there? Come in. Someone is shooting a weapon.
Quick! Clear the floor and get yourself a guard out. Yates won't be long.
Here's the Lord.
What?
What in the...
Command, I just heard something. I don't know. I'm gonna go check it out.
Uh-huh.
Good. I was beginning to worry.
Were you?
No. Listen up, 47. Yates will be here shortly. He'll have his thug Cortazar do his dirty work, but he won't pass up on the chance for a good gloat and a monologue.
So, private space? Kill room decor?
Exactly. We won't get another shot at this. Now sit down and blend in. When I provide a distraction, you just be ready to move.
Ah, cool.
Corvo, pick up your damn phone. Plan B is a go. I repeat, Plan B is a go. Start prepping a crime scene, like we discussed. Remote, staged accident. Oh, and Corvo, make it for two. Just improvise. Miss Burnwood.
You rolled out the red carpet just for me. Don, you shouldn't have.
So confident, even in defeat. I suppose you're not used to danger, always safe behind your screens. Just tell me one thing before we part ways.
Why me?
Why you? Why would Edwards trust you? Please. It will keep me awake at nights, and I'm 65. I get up 4 times to piss as it is.
Oh, it's simple, really. Edwards is proud. He considers himself the cleverest man alive, and yet we tricked him on Isle of Scale, and it's eating him up. He needs to win. Full, unequivocal victory. My recruitment was just the feather in his cap. By the way, you were right about one thing.
Yeah? I'm all ears.
Turns out this woman will lead. it's any consolation, your instincts were dead on. I will be constant. And I will make it my mission to tear down Providence brick by brick. Finish it.
Such a good boy.
Well done, 47. Better get rid of the body. Won't be long before they come looking. When you're done, meet me on the dance floor. Oh, appropriately.
don't you remember? It was a huge scandal. One of those whatever gates.
Doesn't ring a bell. Still, Mrs. Yates is a career diplomat.
Oh, yes. An international superstar. She was the Argentinian ambassador to Norway, then Israel.
I don't know. Probably keeps something weird inside.
Weird? Like how? All my clients have kept something weird in their safes, especially when it's a basement safe. Basement safes are what
I'm always trying to guess the passport. It's never hard. Usually it's the firstborn's birthday or the year they were born. You have to choose. Would you rather fight one wolf-sized hornet or 1,000 hornet-sized wolves?
What the hell kind of question is that?
You know how to tank? Used to actually, just a little. Screwed up my knee.
I'm sorry to burst your property. Oh, God. Oh, no. Hey, you! Stop!
Whoa, what a shock.
Lost visual! Fuck. Lost visual! Anyone got eyes on Tango?
¡No, por favor!
Son of a bitch!
Don't you?
Just remind me of my grandmother.
Your grandmother?
Got it. Ready, go.